I got this idea because I was watching this Charles Manson documentary. I said, oh, this is interesting take. And it made sense to me because ever since I watched that original movie and every time I watch it, one thing didn't make sense to me. If you go back and watch that original movie, Michael Myers kills his sister. And when he walks out of the house and he's still wearing this clown mask, his parents come up to him and they're like, Michael. They take off his mask and then they finally show his face. And his face looks stunned. He looks like he just woke up out of a trance. He's confused. And ever since I seen that shot, I said, this don't make no sense. There's something wrong with him. Like, clearly there's something wrong with him, but something happened to him before this scene. And so I kept waiting for future movies to expand on that, say why he did what he did, and they would never really truly answer it. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to make up my own answer and see if people agree with it, because I thought it was an interesting take. And so what happens is that these doctors were putting him in a chair and making him watch a bunch of negative images similar to A Clockwork Orange, right, with Stanley Kubrick. They were showing him shocking images as a child of war, violence, knives, and sexuality, right? Women, beautiful women, naked, right? But then immediately following up those images with violence. And it made sense to me because it's like, okay, in the movies, in the original movie, he keeps going after these girls, these babysitters, right? And it's like, okay, well, why does he keep going after them? At the time, there is nothing connecting them to him. Why does he keep going after them? So it made sense to me that these doctors had brainwashed him and pretty much was trying to experiment to see what they could do to a child. I found that really interesting. So then I really started to think about it and I said, okay, it would make a lot of sense if John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, who wrote the original Halloween movie, they were affected by all these serial killings that were happening around the 60s. Because you got the Son of Sam, you got the Manson murders, you got a whole bunch of stuff that was happening. And if they found out about the MKUltra project, it kind of makes sense to me if they created a backstory for Michael Myers that they never told anyone. Because usually when you write a script, you want to create a backstory for your characters. You don't always have to explain it all. So it just makes a lot of sense to me that that's what happened.